Okay, Gemini, thank you for your patience. We are now calling Astro DJ Joe. He seems to like it. It started off with that Joel Whitburn thing that wouldn't leave us alone. And then I found out that Joel Whitburn is still alive and he's like a dictionary for DJs. So Joe seems to like him. So I called him Joe. And he doesn't seem to mind. He's not really bothered. So Joe fits. Oh, you've got Mars. It's the father energy. It's the Aries energy. The 4 and the 5. So war, passion, force. And we're using a goddess card as well. Your Astro DJ song is Stop Before You Go and Break My Heart. I feel like it's a really old one, but maybe I'm wrong. It seems like something familiar, but I don't know why, because it's not the sort of thing I listen to. But Joe has said that's what it's in there. It's either the words or the title. Victory. Victoria. So we have the stallion that was born 1966 plus or minus 12. So passion, force, victory, but you're negative. You don't believe in yourself. Possibly there's medical matters that need to be overcome, but they will be overcome because we've got the victory card, Victoria. So, the Gemini, June 20, why is that in camera shot? Sorry, 2022. Gemini. What do they need to know, Spirit Players? Separations. A bond is broken. 2 months. 2 people born 1965 plus or minus 12, February to February. But can you see the forming the magician's medical symbol of the snakes? So it could be because of a medical issue. A toxic situation. Don't sign anything. Contracts. Things that bind you to the material world. Seduction, either through blackmail, emotionally, financially. There's some sort of hold on you. Somebody is manipulating you. Somebody is using you, or you them. Capricorn energy, the 15, is negative. Dwelling on the past. If you're dwelling on the past, you're depressed. And that's you, manifesting negatively. Looking back on the past, to the toxic situations and the separations. You're not allowing yourself to look forwards. You played your part in this disappointment, but you're not to blame. Perhaps 5 months. There's changes, 2 5s. There's a definite change. And there's conflict here. Fire sign energy. A Leo female. Financial failure. But moving on from all that. 6 weeks. Leaving the misery of the past behind. Don't take the baggage of the past with you. When you face the chaos head on, there will be hope, healing and freedom. And Aquarius could be massively important and positive energy. The 17. Don't dim your light for anybody. It can mean fame. It's getting out into the world, perhaps after a long period of being isolated because of the lockdown, joining groups, socialising more. Yeah, there is being heartache, loss, sorrow, separation, perhaps temporary. 2 months, 3 weeks is mentioned, perhaps minor surgery. Impatience now, because of these shackles that are holding you back. A codependent situation where someone is unable to stand on their own 2 feet. It could be you, it could be children, it could be a partner. It's toxic. Simon and Peter may be important. There's 2 keys there. The mama bear is, let me go get my book and check, 1 minute. Bear is August 22nd to September 21st. And it's a spiritual animal because it's white. All the white animals are spirit. So it's an animal totem of the bear. Could be anything from a white teddy bear, but it's about your upbringing, your religion, speaking your truth, neck and throat issues healed, and material matters. So you have to decide whether you're going to shackle yourself to this material world or go for a higher way of living. Money can't buy you health and happiness or love. Yeah, there's a passing, an ending. Teachers can be mentioned, study, institutions, governments, 5 or 23, positive energy. But this is an ending. The end to pain, physical and emotional for somebody. Possibly a passing. Don't shoot the messenger. 10 weeks. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Somebody is not taking action though to move on from this situation because it's toxic. Keeps dragging you back. And you've got 3 5s now. So a change needs to happen. This is getting ridiculous. Yeah, you're overthinking things. Analysis paralysis. Too much thought, not enough action. And it's negative thought, that's the thing. Maybe there's been a betrayal. Maybe there's been a passing. But you can't dwell on it. There's no point in crying over spilt milk. You have to get over it. Yeah, feel that fear and do it anyway. So what if you look the fool? If you don't do it, you'll always regret it. The 22. Massively important positive energy. This may be somebody that you're not talking to. Somebody's blocked you. Or child maintenance issues. A Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, younger energy. Messages, gifts not arriving. There's your change. But it will be a lucky break, a change, but you'll have to grab the opportunity while you can. The 10 is positive energy. Again, there's a codependent situation. Same card. Somebody feels like they can't stand on their own 2 feet, and it could have been going on for 9 years. Something or someone, this is the gypsy card for the tall, handsome stranger walking into your life. Something or someone passionate, perhaps a fire sign child. There it is again, the passing. So it could be a child that's passed, a betrayal. There's a grandfather there with a younger boy, trying to teach him how to aim for the stars. You have skills that have been passed down through generations. Spirit, know that there's been an injustice. Libra energy. It could be impotence. It could be colon, prostate issues, illness. It's about the lines and the marital home or court cases. Something hasn't gone your way because you manifested negatively, because the victory is there, but you didn't take action. Your fault then, is it? You're not to blame. You've got to start forgiving yourself. We all make mistakes. It's what we do after that that's important. And conflict isn't going to make it any better, is it? War does not determine who's right, only who's left. The name Bert or Russell could be important. There may have been more than one passing. The Mars card suggests there is something you are going to have to fight for. It's named after the god of war and agriculture, so it could be something to do with land. The primary military deity, so military, farmers, among the Romans. All festivals for Mars in ancient Rome were in March, so the time of March may have been important. It's the month that heralds the solar time of Aries and the sign that Mars rules. Named by the ancients as the bright and burning one, Mars is considered an inner planet, so that means it's capable of being seen by the human eye. Its landscape is reddish orange, and pictures often show an unfathomable pink sky, so watch for the pink sky. Mars makes us shove hard in a way that other planets don't, and one might call him the bully among planets. So maybe you have a bully for a father or a boss or an important male figure, government official. Mars is the ruler of sexuality and aggression, the toxic situation. It's a lustful planet that drives us and allows us to face the difficult challenges in life, to follow our passion no matter what stands in the way, and you're not doing that. If we did not have Mars, we could not know how to fight. So maybe you don't know what to do for best to fight for this. This card also means to push back in terms of defence, so don't let people walk all over you. I don't care how much if this is a separation and not a loss, complete loss, just because you want them back, don't let them walk all over you. Have some self-esteem, self-respect, because you haven't got any there. It makes you more attractive. There may be an intense, rousing sexual encounter, which may not involve romance. Mars indicates an overwhelming attraction, so somebody may have made a mistake. Somebody may have been tempted. This is a time when you need not only you feel not only forced but driven. It's a good time to consider goals and desires and not allow them to fall into the shadows. Because right now action is needed, and these cards are telling me you aren't taking any. It's not a good time to sit back and wait, or you may lose the opportunity. When this card presents itself, you are being challenged to protect your interests or to move ahead quickly on something. The Mars card indicates a type of passion and drive that is linked to the spirit and life force. In ancient British magic, the type of energy was the cunning fire, so a fire sign could be your opponent. That enabled men and women to act like gods and goddesses, to create and defend, to build energy, to seek and claim, to force and pursue, and thus to change their fate. Turning up this card infers that a fire has been lit under your passion, and it is time to achieve what you want in life. At least you're being shown a clear path. It could be romantic or sexual in nature, or it could also involve other types of relationships. But more importantly, goals that you should pursue at this current time as vigorously as possible, especially if it's an ex, because we're still in Mercury retrograde. You've only got till the 2nd. It can also indicate a formidable competitor has just arrived on the scene, so it could be the fire sign. Other issues to do with this card include the law, yes, military, sports, games, challenges of all kinds, becoming more physically active and involved, but also fiery tempers and actual fires. So make sure you keep your patience, but use that energy internally to spark you into action. The question to ask now is how to take that action. How do you create the momentum to achieve your goals and dreams? Have you been challenged to protect your own interests, and are you being pushed too hard by something or someone? How do you clear your path to get what you want? Are you willing to battle? Has someone or a situation challenged you to a fight? I believe so. But there's no reason to think that you cannot be victorious with that card, Victoria. So we'll see what she has to say, shall we? She's got the steed, so that means that you have to ask for help if you need it. There she is. Victoria, the Roman goddess of victory. Winning at all costs. A back to the wall situation. If you don't feel the fear and take the risk, you will always regret this. You need to mobilise your defences, be strategic in thinking, and research the ground thoroughly. Proper preparation is needed. Don't go in there all half-cocked, as my granny would say. When you draw Victoria's card, you draw on a great source of strength that will help you to defeat both your outer and inner enemies. And I think it's your inner enemies that you've got to overcome, because you're doubting yourself. Prepare yourself thoroughly for battle. If you've done something underhand, then you have to go within and settle it and forgive yourself and seek forgiveness from the one you wronged. When you've prepared yourself thoroughly for battle, then you must fight with everything you have. Combine your will to win with carefully researching and fighting patterns of the enemy, so that forewarned is forearmed. Learn about the ground you are fighting on. If it is a verbal battle, assemble all the facts before you open your mouth. Look at the situation you're in currently. What is the unique angle that you have that your enemy doesn't? Remember, our most bitter fights are often with self-defeating aspects of ourselves. Exactly so. So Joe's brought us round full circle. Winning these battles will transform your life. So you have to know yourself, warts and all, and accept your faults, but don't go crying over it. There it is. You have to seek or give mercy. To develop the quality of mercy, you have to forgive yourself and everyone around you. Be magnanimous. Don't cut your nose off to spite your face. See the good in others and give them the benefit of the doubt. Open up to compassion, but most of all, access the wisdom within that recognizes the divine in every creature. When you temper your attitude to others with mercy, you offer them grace and a way out. You spread much light and joy and freedom and empower others to find the good in themselves. So don't go getting your sword out and severing ties if you still have feelings, because that's just hurting yourself. Choosing this card may mean that the angels of mercy are offering you a release from your pain or difficulties, and they are. It's there. An end to pain, physical or emotional. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. If it's time to walk away, do so. But think very carefully that you're not hurting yourself, and be sure of your facts. Accept it graciously. You are merciful. If you show others mercy, they may do the same for you. Oh, Aries again. So there's no doubt in that one. 6th house. And it's karmic rewards, I hope. Sixth house is hospitals. So like I said, health issues. Vocational workplace, dark brown. Health services, work, altruism, teamwork, co-workers, pets, efficiency, vocation and daily routine. So for some of you, you may have lost a pet. But medical services are needed for something or someone, and it may be you. The loins, or the hands, arms, shoulders, head or face, or all of the above. So it's a karmic node, and luckily it's karmic rewards. North node. North node in Aries. This is your path of self-development. The soul is learning to be separate, so not to be so full on. You're not two parts of one whole. You are two separate beings. self-sufficient and individual. Neither should be dependent on the other. Centered around self with the courage to initiate change and to evolve independently. So allow the other to breathe and be who they are. If it's meant to be yours, it will always be yours, but you have to let go, and if it's yours, it will always come back to you. So don't try and force people to do your bidding. Sixth house, North Node. The task is to relate to others without repressing your soul needs. So don't be a doormat either. You need to speak your mind, but with mercy. Relationships and partners of all kinds bring to light karmic issues. So this is an issue that needs settling. Perhaps you've been together a long time, 9 years, and neither feel that they can live without the other, but it is becoming toxic and stagnating. You need to talk this through. It could be a job that you've been in for 9 years. But you need to decide whether this is really over. You've had enough and it's time to move on. If not, there has got to be change. You have got to be allowed to be who you are, and the same for them. You are nobody's prison guard, and they are not yours. You should be free to come and go as you like, with respect, obviously. So I hope that made sense. Thanks for listening. Bye.